know we going back in it. We're gonna destroy this time. I think I figured out the strategy for this. There's no strategy. I'm just gonna go in and kill everything. Scene initialization. Ah, that makes more sense. Easy enough. Whenever you hit an enemy, increase your armor by 7. Whenever you play 2 or less cards in a turn, your first hit on the next turn deals 400% damage. That's not bad, the armor one. We'll go with that. Next turn they should both be dead.
You find an elderly archer sitting near a small fire. He tends the flames with care and tenderness.
Oh, a visitor. I haven't seen a friendly human face for a long time. It's getting lonely out here.
With a gesture, he invites you to sit with him.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Who are you?
The question shouldn't be who I am, my friend. The question should be who I was. Because right now, I'd say I'm pretty much nobody.
What do you do here?
Not much. I tend to the fire and watch over this place. Since I failed to
Okay.
fulfill my task, I need to sit here and watch the fire. I don't want to, but I have to. I'm certain something terrible will happen if I stop.
You failed to fulfill your task?
Well, that's definitely a story for another time, but I do appreciate you asking.
Cool. Sit by the fire.
As you sit by the archer, you notice that this fire doesn't behave like a regular fire. It has the power to push weirdness away, just like a menhir or a weird candle. Moreover, you suddenly notice that the man's legs are rooted into the ground with blue veins. The veins stretch from his feet into the fire pit. You form a question in your mind, but when you look into the man's eyes, you realize there's no point in asking it. His gaze is absent, and his movements are barely noticeable. You decide to leave it for another time and turn your eyes towards the fire. The flames flicker with a weird, magical rhythm.
Let's see. Lose 10 HP and get a random legendary card. Sure. It's the weirdness. Oh no, I didn't check that one. That's incredible. That barrier card really did it. Deal 6 hits for 30% damage to random enemies. Each hit reduces the enemy's armor by 5 until the end of combat. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. You meet the man again and nod in agreement to his greetings. Knowing his insanity won't let him see his children for what they truly are, monsters twisted by the weirdness. Can you teach me any other songs?
I can! Definitely!
Oh. Reduce all enemies. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm gonna have to try and use that during the boss fight. Music in this game slaps. Oh no. That's fine. I can take care of this, no problem. It's literally just a battle of barriers. Whose barrier is gonna last the longest? Probably should have waited for that. Ooh, it's not gonna go well. Yeah. Those warlock dudes are fucking bitches. We get something? New class, Summoner. Ooh. Nice. Start over. I don't need a blessing. Summoner. Ooh. Starts every... Oh shit, hold up. There's like a whole thing here. Summoners charge their ultimate ability whenever they activate a minion. They can promote a selected minion by specified number of levels, depending on the number of charges they spend. Start every combat with the summoned Golem. Golem protects its allies by redirecting enemy hits towards itself. Abominations attack all enemies on the battlefield, and Worm attacks random enemies and reduces their armor. I feel like that might be more fun. Let's try that. Let's try the Worm. The Worm. Da-da. I shall destroy. Alright. These are the extension of all Moonring classes. Each one does something different, so be sure to read their descriptions. Okay. Promote a minion. That's interesting. So her whole thing is to just kind of work off of the minions. That's crazy. I love it. This is an amazing card. Hello. Whenever you summon a worm, increase its damage by 300% this turn. Surprise attack? In the armor slot, in the first turn of combat, gain 75 armor. In the first turn of combat, increase your damage by 50%. Where I get the armor, I guess. This is gonna make for an interesting match. No idea what that did. I should have read it. Oh, we could summon more. Interesting. Summoner's kind of broken.
It's good to meet you, traveler.
Oh, it's you again.
There's something I'd like to ask you, if you have the time.
What do you need?
There's a Brock somewhere out there. It's a prison in which they're keeping my innocent friend.
Okay.
A man who trained me and taught me everything I know about combat. Whenever I get close, there's some force which prevents me from entering it. So I'm unable to break my friend out. Maybe you'll have more luck. Could I ask you to help him out, so he doesn't rot away in a cell?
I mean, sure. I'm all for a heist. Learn a new skill. Oh, nice. Activate 2 random minions. Oh, that's fun. That's even more fun. Volatile magic. Let's go. That sucks. Interesting. Minions are stupid. I love it. This is kind of reminds me of like in Monster Train when you use the Umber dudes, where you can just constantly feed and feed and feed until you get like 700 damage and 700 health. It's stupid. But in this case, you can just keep casting barriers and stuff, and it's just a sacrifice to stun all enemies. That seems dumb. Every 3 turns, always deal maximum damage. Okay. Listen, I'm learning this game as I go. I'm willing to, figure it out.
You
Cursed
hear
healer.
someone screaming nearby.
Godless healing! Godless healing!
That ain't screaming.
Intrigued, you approach the source of the sound. It turns out to be a joyful man advertising his merchandise to the nearest trees.
Who said you need an all-mother or a stag father to have a blessing of health? Let's not dwell on them anymore. It's all about potions and elixirs and other trinkets infused with proper...
His monologue goes on. You can see tiny horns growing from his skull. His mind clearly isn't quite right either. Maybe disrespecting the gods wasn't such a great idea after all.
Open the shop. Create 20 barrier. Maybe I'll get help or maybe I'll just die. Is it worth the risk? Nah. Alright. Hang on. How do I want to do this? I can head down here, clear those 2 out instead. I don't know what that is, but it's a shrine of sorts, so should be good. Stun an enemy, gain 10 barrier. Nice. Hang on. I need to lower the HUD scale. Like, I don't need the cards to be that big. There you go. See, they're not attacking, that's the thing. Every 3 turns, all enemies deal minimum damage. Every 3 turns, you always deal maximum damage. That's the same thing. Getting some runes.
All Mother's shrines were a common sight across Avalon. Despite their grim existence, settlers were grateful to the goddess, and they had good reason to be. For every 10 people who set sail for Avalon, only 4 would reach the island, and only 1 or 2 would survive the first year. The shrine has faint traces of power lingering in the air. A priestess materializes out of the weirdness and asks what it is that you're looking for.
Ask
The
for
priestess
healing.
lays her hands on you.
3 HP. Okay, so the summoner only has like 3 HP. There's someone there. Level 5. Start of each turn, promote the minion. Interesting. Stun and choose enemy. Stun a chosen enemy, reduce their armor by 25 until the end of combat. Or sacrifice a minion and summon a golem instead. I like self-awareness because it's a one and done. Whenever a phase summons stun a random enemy, every combat, the energy of the cost of the first sigil you play is reduced to 0. Increase the max HP of all minions. I like this. Stun an enemy.
There are old customs that protect the traveling priests of the All-Mother. The one you see before you, walking through the weirdness at a brisk, confident pace, doesn't seem to realize, or care, that this protection is unlikely to extend here.
No, I don't need to ask for healing. You wanna know why? Because we're gonna go fight the golem. I am confident we're gonna kill the golem this time. We're also gonna try and use the Pied Piper's thing. Man, it's getting dicey up in here. One more turn, we should be done with this fucking golem. Hell yeah. Allows you to brave the wilderness. Take all.
The golem collapses and shatters into thousands of pieces at your feet. You feel a strange surge of power in the air. Suddenly, a familiar creature appears.
Good. That was good. Congratulations.
You instantly recognize this voice. It's the goat-legged creature you've met before.
You see, the problem with weirdness is that it's an uncontrollable mess. It's the something you want. Really, really want. Snap your fingers. Here you go. There it is, right in front of you.
He looks at you, clearly unimpressed by the fact that you even exist.
If you're Avalonian, that is. You, people of the homelands, never found out how to control this power. And the problem is that you tried, because obviously you did. You know which human emotion is the strongest.
Anger.
Yes, and every answer was correct. All of these emotions made an impact on the force that surrounds us, that envelops this island, and it tried to give back. You hate somebody? Wish them death? Snap of your fingers, and here you go. A clear personification of your feelings standing right in front of you. However, since you're not a four-armed Avalonian wizard, you can't control it, can you?
He pauses, his expression one of hesitance. Maybe he said too much.
Anyway, as I've said before, good job. There are 3 more of those for you to get rid of, and then we can call it a day. This day, this time, in this timeline. Also, another path opened for you, with another surprise at the end.
Joy.
Oh, and before you go, I have even more good news for you. Yes, you guessed right. You deserve a reward.
Take special passive skill. Draw 2 or more cards in your first turn of combat. If you play 2 or less cards in your turn, next turn gain 100% damage. After killing an enemy, heal yourself for 2 HP. Variety wouldn't be too bad. I think summoning is too easy to play more than 2 cards. I can keep hunting or I can return. Let's return.